Hello and welcome into the RotoWire esports show. I'm Andrew Laird, joined as always by Ethan Sexton today to talk about Saturday's 2-series LPL LCK slate. Apologies for going dark on the last two slates. I believe the late pricing did us no favors in terms of getting Ethan and I together on a video. So my apologies for that. But we have what
Andrew cost you guys. I would have said EDG FPX. That's what I played, and so he cost you guys probably $5-6 at RotoWire Andrew. Get your hate mail in. Let him know you're not pleased. All those good things.
Yeah, no, I take full responsibility for it, so I apologize.
That's good.
Yeah, I definitely saw Top getting swept. I mean, that was an easy one, and RNG getting swept. I think those were pretty obvious.
Yeah. Crazy. I played the underdogs because I think on our last video we talked about these teams are all awesome.
Mm-hmm.
They're all great. We're down to the wire here. Every team is good. There's no bad teams left. And I was like, well, the lowest combination is going to be the double underdog. So I think the slate that we talked about doing that for, it didn't work for that slate. Forget which one it was off the top of my head. I think it was Top and Suning. So
yeah.
FTX won as an underdog, and then Suning lost as underdog. So that one didn't work out. But then for yesterday and today, I played FPX and EDG. Again, the two underdogs, and it worked out nicely. I didn't quite have the right combination, but still finished in the top, 5 of the tournament I played, so that was cool. But yeah, I mean, all these teams are good. So going into the LCK finals, I'll let you do the odds and stuff. I'm sorry, man.
No,
getting ahead of myself.
No worries. Yeah, so the LCK final, Damwon and Gen.g. Damwon favored in that one. They are minus 334 the last time I looked. And then Top favored against RNG. They're minus 137 as favorites, which is about as close as you usually get. We were talking just before this. This is likely the last multi-game slate that DraftKings will have before next split. And so it's possible the last time that we are going to be previewing stuff until then. So
we will have the mid-season invitational. Yep. So, if we end up doing videos for that starts on May 6th. So that'll be, I'm sure they'll have slates, but, those will be the group stage start on May 6th. So, yeah, after this weekend, it might be almost a month before we get back together for a video. But, the split is ending. So what can we do? Nothing.
Yeah, we're just going to have to nail this one. So no pressure on us. It's all the playoff slates are kind of the same in the respect of or at least the last couple, that all of these teams are very good. And it really comes down just to pricing and what you can play. I think the way that if I saw the teams, I think I probably would have guessed that Damwon would be favored over Gen.g and Top would be favored over RNG. And I would expect the LPL one to be closer. So there's no surprise odds wise.
Nope.
Do you think either of the underdogs, they both have a shot because they're in it, right, and they're close, but do you have a feel on any of the underdogs, or do you think the favorites probably take them?
Yeah, so for me, I think I can't get off Damwon. So I just talked about how the double underdog, that's going to be your lowest owned combo most likely. And obviously Gen.g obviously Gen.g has a shot to win. They beat Damwon in their last matchup 2-1.
Mm-hmm.
The first matchup Damwon won 2-1, and then they played again on March 18th, and Gen.g won 2-1. So it's a close series. I think it's closer than the odds suggest. The minus 300 something that Damwon are. I think it's a little closer than that in my opinion. But at the same time, I personally can't get off Damwon. I think they're the better team, better lineup, defending world champs. Man, I think they come through and probably win that series. The one thing I did want to say about that series, though, and we always lean towards the China series anyway for the highest kills, but I think this could end up being a pretty low-scoring series. But it all depends, how many games they play. So if Damwon wins in a sweep, does the games not played bonus make up for the fact that maybe their kill totals aren't that high?
Right.
That's something to consider, or vice versa. In both series, the winning team ended with 38 kills, and that's across 3 games. So not the highest kill total series, either one. So I wanted to throw that out there. I think, for me, I think my long stack is probably going to come from the China series, which isn't, of course, it's not like a crazy thing to say, right? We always, a lot of times we would end up on China for the 4-man stack anyway. So,
Right.
but I did just want to bring up the fact that, despite both of their series going to 3 games, Damwon and Gen.g, pretty low scoring comparatively
Yeah,
in
yeah,
their
yeah.
meetings.
We also have the benefit that they played each other twice,
Yep.
and both were tight, so there's every expectation they should be. Um, RNG spanked Top 2-0
Yep.
in a run where Top was killing everybody, and then all of a sudden came in RNG and RNG swept them. And they're underdogs. Obviously, the recent play of Top has them going that way, but yeah, I feel like I agree with you that I think a lot of people will prefer Damwon in the LCK series, and
Yep.
that the other one kind of feels like a toss up. And if you want to carry captain, then you're not going to be able to get Ghost and Jackie Love, and so I think we're
Right.
just going to see a lot of Damwon RNG lineups, unless at least for those who want to play carry captains.
Yeah, I agree. That the RNG and Top Series is definitely a hard one to call. Like like you said, RNG smoked them 2-0, scored. They got 39 kills in the series, so we want to see teams approaching 40 kills, right, in a sweep. So I was a little surprised, but not that surprised because it seems like Top are always favored, pretty much always, no matter who they're playing.
Yeah,
The interesting thing about this, so RNG was coming off when they played FPX yesterday, they were coming off a multiple week, like a 2-week break, right, without playing a game because they finished so high in the standings. So Top has been playing a lot more recently, but both teams are coming off a loss. So I don't know. It's like, how much do we take into Top has had to play pretty much every other day
yeah.
for the past week, while RNG got a break. I don't know, if that favors a team one way or the other, honestly. To me, I think if RNG are going to be lower owned, they're cheaper, right? And if they're going to be lower owned, I think I end up on that side, especially because I already like Damwon, who are going to be chalkier than Gen.g. I think I end up on the RNG side, but anyone, people could tell me they wanted to play either side of this matchup, and obviously it's not going to be a bad call, right? Both of these teams are really good. Both of these teams score really well. I think you could play either side fairly comfortably. I do think RNG have been better throughout the season. They finished in a higher spot, obviously, and they beat Top Esports 2-0 in pretty dominant fashion. So I don't know. I mean, either team is good enough to win. That's a given. To me, I think if RNG they're cheaper. If they're going to be lower owned, then I think that's the side of the matchup I want to be on.
Yeah, I just want to emphasize how much they killed them.
Yeah,
Jackie Love had 2 kills in that series.
and he was bad this morning as well. So he didn't play very well this morning to their detriment.
That's fair. That's fair. 369 led them in kills in that
Yep.
one with 8. And so it wasn't like RNG had it wasn't a 50 kill game or series. So it's it was still reasonable. But it is interesting that we get that kind of in the NFL. If a team gets a bye week, they're like, oh, are they resting too much? And then they kind of come out flat. And maybe that's what happened to RNG yesterday against FPX, who also been playing every day or every other day.
Right.
But yeah, I think what's nice about RNG is that we know that they can do well. And so it's not like you're taking this underdog that you're just hoping, this isn't Thunder Talk that we're just hoping something crazy happens. They're legit. They've beaten this team already before. Yep. And so, yeah, I think, I actually wonder if more people will play Damwon though, and Gen.g is actually the team that we should be playing for, at least for leverage purposes.
Yeah.
Because if you play Gen.g, then you can play either of the Chinese teams.
Yep, and I think they are the lowest owned team, right? Damwon are the biggest favorites on the slate.
Yeah.
They, even though they lost the last time these two faced, they've also beat them this year, and that loss was only one of 2 losses on the entire split, right? So yeah, I think Gen G are probably the lowest owned team. It's just for me personally, because I don't play a lot of lineups. I just believe that Damwon are going to win so strongly that I'm not going to end up on Gen G. But if you're looking for pure leverage, I mean, they're going to be the lowest owned team, I think. So, and I don't hate the play, right? I mean, these are the two best teams in Korea. It's the finals, so they could easily win. They've already beat them. So I don't hate going that route, especially at the low ownership. It's just that I feel pretty strongly that Damwon are going to come out on top.
For those who want to play Damwon and top, do you think it's just a straight up double jungler path?
Yeah, I mean, double top I don't hate because Khan and 369 are really good. It's a little more inherently risky because they don't end up with as much kill participation as junglers. Yeah. The words are hard. It's a little riskier that way, but if you're playing GPPs, you take on the risk for the upside, I think, because Khan and 369 can take over games and play carry top laner, so I kind of like that play because I think everybody and their brother plays the double jungle lineup. So, if you just want to go for the tie and make a little money back, then double jungle is cool and not a bad way to go. It's not or anything like that. But I think from a leverage perspective, like the double top is not an awful way to go tomorrow. It's just riskier,
but certainly more viable than double support.
Yeah, I can't go there. Come on. I mean, the supports could get 40 assists each and lead their teams in kill participation, and it might work out. But just not my style, man. Not my style. Maybe for cash games, but not GPP. I don't want to play double support. No, I'm good, man.
That's fair. So if
it'd be like playing. I don't know. Like on soccer, it'd be like playing two goalies or something. Like, if you could play a goalie in the flex spot in soccer, I don't know. It just doesn't feel like a fun way to play, man.
I get it.
I was going to say 3 defender, but you know what? 3 defender is pretty viable sometimes.
Yeah,
right?
Sometimes. Yeah, for sure. Do you think there's a realistic path that somehow Damwon Gen G... Let me change that. That both series go 5 games, and the loser of RNG top outscores the winner of Damwon Gen G. This is my back way of asking you about an LPL game stack.
I'm going to say what I always say, man, and that is if you're going to game stack, I think the Chinese series is the one to go, but I'm not doing it to the surprise of no one. I do, we say this a lot, but I definitely think RNG top it would be the way to go.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's certainly possible that the loser, if both go 5 games, the loser outscores the winner of the LCK series. But I don't know, man. I don't see it. I think the winner, we're a little worried about the upside of that LCK series, but I still think the winner outscores the loser of the Chinese series. But if you're going to game stack, I would definitely do RNG top, though.
And yeah, I was going to say, I wonder if there's an LPL sweep, if an LCK 5-game series outscores it, but the double games not played bonus probably just blows that right out. So
yeah, I don't think so. We've seen these Chinese series have been scoring pretty well, even in the sweeps, right, lately. So
the winners at least.
When you add on fact the double games not played bonus, it's really I don't know. I wouldn't look that way.
No, I get it. Yeah, I got nothing else because that's, like we said, it's 4 elite teams. I don't think there's a bad way to go. You can make an argument for literally every single one. What's kind of tricky about these slates is that the argument, at least for tournaments, is the argument for the teams that are not expected to win is that nobody's going to play them. And so that's the leverage, and anything can happen. But on this slate particularly, Gen G and RNG are decent teams. We obviously think Damwon will take care of Gen G fairly easily, but that's the leverage. So that's where you go for tournaments. So
yeah, for sure. I've been enjoying playing the double underdog because you get the low owned combo, but I just feel a bit more strongly on this slate that Damwon will win. So I just without playing a ton of lineups, I'm not going to get off Damwon, I don't think.
Yeah, no, I think that makes sense. All right, if you guys have enjoyed the video, if you could please hit the like button below. Feel free to subscribe for all the RotoWire videos, even though we just said we were going to take a month off. If you want to get notified for all the videos that come up that are not about League of Legends, feel free to hit that alarm bell down there. But yeah, we'll be back at least for that that one in May. And if as long as there are contests on DraftKings, and I've never seen DraftKings give up the opportunity to post contests, so we should be.
It's pretty safe bet, right?
Yeah.
So.
If you guys are looking for any other League of Legends content that we don't do, feel free to reach out to me on Twitter at RotoWireAndrew. Also available in the RotoWire Discord, which is open for all subscribers. If you are not a subscriber and want to try out the site, you can just go to rotowire.com/YouTube. It gets you 10 free days to the site, access to everything that we cover, as well as that subscriber Discord chat, so you can hit me up there. Ethan, thank you for that whole season, and good luck on Saturday.
All right, man. Same to you. I just noticed my camera was all screwed up for this video, so everybody's staring at the top of my head like this.
No. You were good. You were good.
All right, I must have bumped it while we were talking or something. But all right. Anyway, good luck, everybody. We'll catch you next time.